Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Latoria with another video. I have decided, let me turn off this thing here because I don't want my sound to be bad. Recording from my office today. So I wanted to make a really quick video about my journey here with semaglutide. I'm back focused. I'm not running around. Sorry, my chair is a little squeaky, so I'll fix that by the next video. But anyway, I wanted to make another video today. I was able to post my video. So busy. I was able to post my video yesterday in regards to my fourth appointment, my fourth injection shot for semaglutide, and I was talking to the practitioner there in regards to my vlog here. And so they saw my vlog and they wanted to kind of use the content. So I am also going to be posting content that is also dedicated to other people like myself that will be going to 785 Med Spa here in Salina, Kansas. So that is what this video is also for. It's for other people who are like myself. They have struggled with other hormonal issues such as PCOS, and if you don't know what that is, it's polycystic ovarian syndrome. I was diagnosed with PCOS when I was approximately 22 years old. So since I was 22, I've always been pretty health conscious in the sense of what is going on with my body, what are these hormones that I'm dealing with, how do I fight them, how do I combat them, and I don't think people really understand what some women really go through with our bodies. And I know men go through their own issues with their hormones, with their testosterone, and the increasing or decreasing of that with over time. But as far as being a woman, living as a woman that has dealt with feminine or female, I can't even say reproductive issues because it's not a reproductive issue. If you don't know what polycystic ovaries is, it's where you do have multiple eggs that are, stuck, if you will, in the ovaries and they don't release because there's not the hormonal trigger always saying to release those eggs. And so when you combat hormonal issues and then you're applying these lifestyle issues, which is if you don't know how to get control of your cravings, if you don't know how to have an active lifestyle or maintain an active lifestyle, if you're not eating foods that are, more nutrient rich to the body that helps aid these hormones and fight the pesticides, the herbicides, and all the extra sides that are applied or put into them. Um, it's a battle. And so it's really hard to get control of your whole vessel when it's out of sorts on multiple levels. So starting way back when, over 20 years ago now, um, understanding my body and understanding the development of it, I wasn't scared to go jump on semaglutide, even though I know my body is sensitive to a lot of chemicals and hormones. I don't even take a lot of pain medications because I'm so sensitive to it. I don't take a lot of over the counters or different things like that because not only does my body either have a different type of reaction to it, it either overreacts or underreacts, but also if it has an addictive component to it, my body does draw to it. And it may even also be just a mental thing where I want to be pain relieved or I want to have this particular relief or this particular type of response. So I'm also very cautious when taking semaglutide, and I would say that to anyone else who is going to be taking semaglutide or any other medication where you are going to want to chase the outcome. Be very mindful of that. I've had a few people be like, "Oh, you lost weight," um, and the issue with telling people about you trying a product, everybody wants that overnight change. Everybody wants to have that, oh, I dropped so much weight in this amount of time and get the gratification out of it. However, that is not what semaglutide is for. That is not what Ozempic is for. That's not what Wegovy or Manjaro is for. These are medications that are to assist or to aid when you have a particular condition or want a particular regulation to go along inside of your body. For myself, I needed to regulate my weight. period. I don't care what anybody says. You're cheating, you're cutting corners, you're using a tool, or you're using that medication for this or that. Yes, whatever you want to say, fine. I'm cool with it. That's your opinion. I live with myself every day. I'm okay. But with that being said, I know what battles I have and I know what type of assistance that I needed. That's also one of the conversations that we had yesterday when I went to 785 Med Spa, where you do need to look at this as a tool. This is not a end all be all or be all end all, however you say it. That is not what semaglutide is. You don't just take the injection and then overnight that's just it. No, you need to create a lifestyle around it because you're not supposed to be on it long term. You're not supposed to use it as a crutch to which whenever you want to overeat or whenever you want to go overboard and you start to gain weight, you just use it for that particular reason. That's not what it's for. So I do want to say when you do take this particular medication, take it responsibly because you do want to not only have the long-term effects, but you don't need side effects or outcomes that you don't want based off of you making a rash decision to jump into taking a medication that you really didn't need. When you could have just, if you have the ability to change your lifestyle through your eating habits and exercise and your mindset and your environment, if you have control and you have the ability to get control through discipline, apply the discipline. Don't 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 fight it as if you don't have to still do that, okay? But if you do need the assistance, meaning you are battling hormonal issues or you are dealing with some type of body chemical, molecular chemical structure in your body that's giving you the opposition of getting to your goal, okay? Say it like that. If you have those type of boundary blockages, if you have those type of boulders in your way, then use a tool to break those boulders down. And I'm happening to use semaglutide to break some of those boulders down so I can get to my goal. Now, my goal I'm not really going to talk about on here, but my goal is to get to a healthier lifestyle in which I can run. I would like to become a runner. So I needed to get some of that weight off so that I could have no more back pain, no more neck and shoulder pain, because I still deal with effects from having a TBI, in which when I added so much weight onto me, it affected my joints, it affected my muscle tissue, it affected me in a way where I didn't want to get out of bed, or maybe I didn't want to do my exercises when I should have, but I was in discomfort. I don't want to say I was in dis-ease. I was in discomfort and I wanted to make myself more comfortable in wanting to get to those goals. So it was easier on my back. It's easier on my shoulders. It's easier on my neck. I'm not dealing with the same level of pressure anymore because I have weight now coming off that I didn't have to fight so hard to get off based off of the hormones. Okay. So, with all that prefaced in the few minutes that I just did that, um, I want to also say that I ended up adjusting my medication yesterday once I got home. So when I was in the office yesterday, I did go ahead and stick to last week's dosage, which was 0.15 milligrams. I was able to get a 1 milligram vial and take it home, which I showed you yesterday. I should have brought it with me, but I'm at work. So I got a 1 milligram vial of semaglutide with B12. That is my prescription, and I took it home. I was also provided with enough syringes to utilize that vial without going back to the doctor's office um, every single week anymore. So if you wanted to know how much I was paying $100 a week to go in and get this prescription. Okay. However, I was able to take the prescription home and I was able to get a discount because now I'm administering myself. I'm no longer needing an office visit. And I again have the prescription at home. So it's not like I need to go in every week to get part of their batch. I have my own batch now. So I went from 0.15 milligrams. And then after my appointment, I realized and noticed that the effects that I was having the week before with the 0.25, it was too strong. So I dropped down to the 1.5. However, I felt like even just noticing yesterday, normally when I take the medication, I feel it within the 15, now that I know what I'm feeling, I feel it within about 15 minutes enter into my lymphatic system, which is the waterworks system of my body, which carries different fluids around the body, not necessarily in the bloodstream, but in the lymphatic system. And so I could not feel it take effect. But I noticed that my eating habit, not necessarily was picking up and became bad, But I noticed that I was starting to crave things that I didn't necessarily crave before. So the salt, I'm not really a salt girl. Okay, I was a sugar girl at one time. So craving salt over sugar was like, okay. But I was finding myself wanting to snack and I didn't want to snack. So I realized that maybe I should go ahead and do the increase because I was at 0.25. My body adjusted to come down a little bit, but maybe the 1.5 for this particular week wasn't enough. So what I did decide to do is add zero point 0.5 to the dosage that I had already took. So I took zero point 0.5, 0.15 during the morning at the doctor's office, and then I took zero point 0.5 yesterday afternoon so that I could get to zero point 0.2. Okay. So I feel like zero point 0.2 is the happy medium between 1.5 and 1.25, where my body has now adjusted. It has understood that I've decreased the medication, but I did give myself just a little bit more so I could balance it out and still have control over what I'm eating, what I'm craving, what I'm doing. So like today, I've only had a protein shake, um, and that's just to break the fast. That's just to get me started. But I break every day with the protein shake. The one that I have at home is about 20 grams of plant-based protein. However, I do have to get up to 120 to 130 grams of protein every single day. So excuse me, for the rest of the afternoon, I'll be basically consuming lots of proteins and vegetables. And for the most part, I'm just eating a lot of chicken and broccoli, which I'm just doing it different kinds of ways. So more of I've either done a bake or I've done a what else have I done? I've done a bake. I've done like more of a stir fry. So just pretty much using the same components, measuring it out, making sure I'm getting enough protein, making sure I'm getting enough vegetables with the broccoli or either high fiber vegetables, protein shakes, protein bars. Um, yeah, so just again making sure I'm getting enough nutrients in my body because I am losing weight really, really fast. But I didn't want to overkill by not having enough food, and then I didn't want to overkill by not having the right foods. So that's the balance that I had to find myself with yesterday. Do I take more or do I not? And I decided to go ahead and take more, which was zero point 0.5. So now I'm at zero point 0.2 milligrams of semaglutide. With that being said, because I was given my own vial with enough medications in there, it still should last me another 4 weeks because there would have been 5 servings in a 1 milligram bottle. So I still have 4 more weeks of product or medicine for myself in which I would administer to myself. I'm not sure I want to record all that. That may be too much detail for anybody. So I may or may not record my how to give yourself a semaglutide shot. I don't want to put it completely on the internet like that. One, it may be TV, TMI, but then it also may be I don't want to give misinformation on how to do something, even though I'm doing it for myself. It's just happened to be how I was taught to do it and what I was told to do and how I was told to give it to myself. So the injection that I had at the office, I did it on my left side. But when I did the zero point 0.5 at home, I did it on my right side, just kind of to balance it out. And I do feel the effects of it today. Okay. So I don't have any cravings. I'm not like, food, what am I going to eat now? Oh, we have a river festival going on. And some of my clients were like, yeah, I only go to the river festival to eat. Um, cool. I'm not like, ooh, what did you eat? And is it good? And what else do they have out there? And oh man, I gotta get out there. I gotta go spend this extra, money to go spend some more extra money. It's not like that at all. It's, oh, that sounds great. I'm glad you enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? It's not like it didn't give me a hunger strike. It didn't give me like, oh my gosh, I gotta go get it. It didn't give me, oh, I can imagine the textures and the sound of the eating. Like I wasn't drawn to it in that way. So it does help with that. So back to semaglutide with B12 for people who are wanting to lose weight. Again, it is not a quick fix. You still got to work on yourself. And a lot of that is going to be mindset, how or why the discipline wasn't there to get to or stay at a healthy weight range. But again, I have yo-yoed for the last for sure 20 years. I yo-yoed whether I was playing sports or not. Um, just to give you back story to that, I've always played adult sports. I've played more sport time in adult life than I did when I was in school. Okay, like high school, college. I got more playing time as an adult, so I always made sure I was on some form of a team to have that fun workout effect. So I played softball, I played volleyball, I have been a part of different little game leagues, even consider one time getting into dodgeball and kickball. So being active has never been an issue for me. It has always been about that food and that hunger, um, and that desire to eat, the desire to taste, the desire to connect with family, and the desire to this or that. My brother had a birthday party yesterday, and we celebrated at a restaurant. Happy birthday, Quincy! You turned 30. So, with that being said, they were passing around the fried chicken and the potatoes and the ice cream and all this and that. And honestly, it wasn't that I didn't desire to eat it. It was just normal. Like, okay, this is what's for dinner. It wasn't the most spectacular chicken, but it wasn't bad, because my taste buds have changed. Also, I don't have a gallbladder, so I'm very funny about fried foods. I don't eat a lot of fried foods, and when I do eat fried foods, it better be good. So for me, it was just like, okay, this is very nice. I got to enjoy the meal with my family and my celebrating my brother, but it wasn't about food for me. Um, doesn't mean it wasn't about food for everybody else, but that's just, like I said, the nature of family, passing around food, laughing, the joy, the excitement of being together, the gratefulness of being together, the appreciative, being appreciative in that. So I was still able to get the feels, you get what I'm saying, but I didn't have to get the feel. Okay, I got the feels, FEELS. I got the feels, but I didn't get the feels. I didn't walk out feeling like, oh my God, why did I eat that? I knew I wasn't supposed to eat that. I'm starting over. It wasn't that at all. It was very much so, this is great. Um, so with that, definitely, I'm not saying count your calories or count everything. I just happen to be the one of those people because, again, I have had enough weight loss programs, enough workout programs, enough personal trainers to know what I'm really supposed to be doing. It was never about did I know what I was supposed to be doing or not. I did not come to weight loss ignorant. If you watch any of my previous channels, I know about detoxing, I know about healthy eating, I know about exercise, I know about even body mechanics. I'm a massage therapist, I know about kinesiology. So, with that being said, I know my anatomy and physiology and how it works. I know the mechanics of the body. So, I know what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm really fighting something that has given me a lot of opposition and I'm tired of battling it. And so now I'm reconstructing my mindset, not just my body. I'm reconstructing how I apply all these things that I know so I can get the outcomes that I really, really want. And so that's why I'm really doing this journey. And that's what I want to share with those who are coming into this. Again, this is not a quick fix. This is not worth your health to get healthy. Okay. It's not worth the good health you already have in order to obtain something that you are not willing to continue to work on to keep. So if you're not willing to change your diet, you think, okay, I'm gonna take this shot, and I'm gonna eat what I want to eat because I've been there before too. I'm gonna work out, but I'm gonna eat what I want to eat because I know when I work out, I'm gonna burn X number of calories, and I have this or that I need to get to. So I'm gonna burn all the calories that I need, get super, super lean, and then when I stop working out, I gain all my weight back. This is not that. This is not, I'm gonna take this shot and it's gonna be a quick fix shot. This is not that at all. If you are looking for a quick fix, your quickest fix is to go to the gym. If you're looking for a quick fix, again, I'm being very honest with you. If you want a quick fix for your weight, your best bet is to go to the gym. However, if you want a tool, okay, I'm saying it like if you want an aid, if you want a prescription that can help you because you qualify for this prescription because you meet the necessary criteria for this. You're not going to have any contraindications, which means you're not going to have anything that you already have pre-existing going to set you back. Okay? If you have heart issues, it's probably not for you. If you got gut issues, it's probably not for you. If you have pancreatic issues, it's not for you. Thyroid issues, it's not for you. Do your homework, do your research, go find out what is good for you. It may be you just needed to change your diet. It may be just that you needed to apply some more discipline and get around some people who aren't just about food and get you a personal trainer. It may be those are the things you need. Your personal trainer is your tool. That's not you cheating, that's you just using someone to help you know something new that you didn't already know. Same as I went and got on semaglutide. It's helping me get to a place where I wasn't going to get just through diet and exercise. Trust me, I know. With heavy diet and heavy exercise, I was still going to be at 212 pounds for years. Okay. It just so happened that I started to go back up and I didn't want to be in the 200s at all because I know what it feels like to not be in the 200s. I know what it feels like to run and work out, not in the 200s. But I needed some help to get back to what I needed to get to and to reset my body. Um, so yeah, there's that. I feel like as far as weight loss, I've lost a lot of weight subjectively, right? To me, 15 pounds is not bad. You know, when I weighed in yesterday at 785, I'm just gonna call it 785. When I weighed in yesterday at 785, I think I had lost approximately like 11 pounds, right? Um, so 15 pounds in a month, 30 days, it's not bad at all. Okay, it's not bad. If by the end of the week I lost 15 pounds, that's not bad. Okay, but but I know that my inches coming off are a lot more significant than the weight that's coming off. So be very mindful and being very mindful of not just the weight, but also the inches. And that's the concern also that I had. I wanted to get a lot of inches off because I wasn't holding fecal matter. I wasn't holding a lot of bacteria and toxins. I wasn't. I was holding on to water that had hormones in it that was still sending my cells these chemical messages and triggers to say, keep eating, or it's time now to go back into this survival mode. Because that's really what it is. If you are dealing with any type of, sorry about this squeaking because it's about to get on my nerves. If you're dealing with hormonal issues and it relates to food, right? Um, Typically, it's because your body is in a survival mode. And so it's wanting to store up and stock up because it doesn't know if you're going to need this extra supply for what's coming with these hormones. So if it's like you're decreasing in estrogen or testosterone or whatever, your body's sending off these signals to continue to feed it so it can store up more of the nutrients and or unnecessary um, carbs or unnecessary potassium or unnecessary whatever your body's overloading. Or your body's sending all these messages through these hormones and it's saying, block this, block that, block this, block that. Because again, it's in survival mode and it's only worried about what it needs in that moment, but it's also worried about if it needs some more. So for my particular body, at least that's just how the breakdown is for me to explain. With my body, I had my hormonal issues, right? However, with that being said, it was like block this, block that, block this. So I had more deficiencies than I really needed. So a lot of my deficiencies were in like calcium, vitamin D, and there was another one. But with that deficiency, became another issue, which became another issue, which became another issue. So then my body was in survival mode, and it's like, feed it, feed her, feed her, feed her, feed her. And that's not what I wanted. I didn't need to keep eating. I needed to burn. I needed to get rid of unnecessary hormones and unnecessary water in the lymphatic system that was holding on to toxins and hormones that it didn't need. So I know that's a long explanation. This video might be too much information for some, but it may be good information for others. So if it was good information for you and you are following my journey, go ahead and make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the like button and drop a comment. If you have any questions, I would definitely love to ask my I want to say she's a nurse practitioner. So I want to be able to ask my nurse practitioner. I would love to take any questions. We have gone over every kind of subject, which is really cool. She's super fun to talk to. I'm gonna miss talking to her for a couple of weeks. But with that being said, there are so many different realms of information that you can receive, and you don't want to get bad information, and you don't want to get the wrong information, if you will, but then you don't also want to lack information. So one of those things that I have always kind of prided myself on is I'm a seeker of knowledge, um, whether it's fundamental knowledge or just kind of I just wanted to know kind of things. So with that being said, seeking new knowledge and learning my body as it changes and matures and is under construction right now. I'm really grateful that, I'm really grateful that I can learn and be better every single day. So if you're watching this and you are in the 785 area, definitely check out 785 Med Spa in Salina, Kansas. They offer other services besides the semaglutide, obviously. The doctor there is Dr. Lucasey, and he specializes in ear, nose, and throat, um, and also different cosmetic procedures and things like that. So, if you are interested, definitely check them out. I do also recommend that if you do not live in this area and that's something that you are interested in, to talk to your regular physician, your family physician, your general medicine doctor. Go to them and have them run your labs. Have them run your labs, and they can talk to you about whatever you may be in, whatever is deficient, or whether you have too much of something as well. Um, because it's worth it. It's worth it if you've battled PCOS or any other type of hormonal issue. You know, it's worth it in the long run. I want to get old. I want to have a healthy heart. I want to have, um, you know, good bone structure, good joints, um, good overall health as I age. I don't want to always battle weight. I don't want to always battle food. I don't want to do that. I'm tired of that. It gets old after a while. Um, Especially when you get into the perimenopausal and menopausal phase of life. It gets really old. Ain't nobody got time for that kind of thing. So anyway, I'm not going to hold y'all too long. Hopefully this video is full of content for you. Again, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, the like button, and drop a comment. And I look forward to talking to you later. Bye, baby.